Hi, welcome back to Feel Food Factor. Today I'm going to show you two recipes with Lauki or bottle gourd. One is a coconut milk based curry and the other one is a chutney. So for these two recipes, no, there is no wastage of this vegetable at all, and the curry is going to be very mild and delicious. So for that, I've first cut the lauki into small cubes, and I've taken one large onion and one sprig of curry patta. And this is coconut milk. This is one whole coconut. I've made it in milk. And then this is mustard seeds and jeera seeds. Then salt, turmeric powder, and red chili powder. So now I've heated up a pan and I'm adding coconut oil to this. You can use any oil of your choice. And once the oil is hot, I'm going to add mustard seeds to splutter. So once the mustard seeds splutter, I'm going to add in jeera, that is cumin seeds. And once they splutter, I'm going to add in the onions and curry leaves as well. So we will fry this onions and curry leaves until they turn nice and pink. Actually, I got this bottle gourd or Lauki from one of my friends. Her name is Prasanna. She has a home a garden, so she got this for me. So it's garden fresh. Now that the onions have changed color a little bit, so I'm going to add in red chili powder, turmeric, and salt that is required for this entire curry. And now I'm going to add in 1 cup of coconut milk. This is the coconut milk that is extracted only once. I did not add the second milk. This is only called the first milk. So once the coconut milk comes to a rolling boil, that's when I will add the pieces of lauki or the bottle gourd that I cut earlier. So after adding it, I'll put the lid on and let this cook for about 15 to 20 minutes. Actually, the lauki is very tender and very soft, so it's going to be cooked very quickly. So after 15 minutes, I just checked it back and it's very tender and it cooked so well. And now I'm just letting the juices evaporate a little bit so that it becomes thick. And at the end, yeah, I'm just adding coriander or hara dhania on top, and I'm going to serve it. Right now it looks a little runny, but after 10 to 15 minutes it will become thick, uh, just just like any other gravy. So at this stage, if we switch off the flame, that would be perfect. So now that the curry is all ready with coconut base, now I'm making chutney. This is a zero wastage vegetable because I'm using the skin to make the chutney here and also the middle part of the dudi. Also, I've taken some garlic, one small onion, one big tomato, and also I have taken coriander or cilantro along with the stems. And for the spiciness, I am only adding dry red chilies. So for the coriander, I am also using the stems. It will taste very delicious. And then I'm going to add in salt. And for tadka, I'm adding mustard, jeera, chana dal and urad dal, curry leaves, and methi seeds and hing. And also, I'm adding 2 tablespoons of flax seeds. So the methi and the flax seeds will give a very unique taste to this chutney. So now I've heated some oil and I'm frying the fenugreek, that is the methi seeds, and also the dry red chilies. So for the spiciness, I've only used red chilies and there is no other spice going in here. Along with that, I've also added the garlic pods and also the flax seeds or the alsi seeds. And after that, I've added the onions, and I don't want the onions to be browned. We just want them to change a little bit of color so that all the petals are kind of opened up. And now once the onions are cooked for a minute or two, then I'm adding the coriander leaves and also the stem. Now I am going to add the skin of the lauki and also the middle soft part, and also adding haldi, which is the turmeric powder, and I'm going to fry it for a minute until the haldi gives a nice aroma. And after that I am adding a little bit of salt here. And while grinding the chutney, again I will check if a more salt is required, then I'm going to add more salt. And after adding the salt, I'm going to chop the tomatoes roughly, and I'm going to add the tomatoes as well. If you want, you can add tamarind here if you want the chutney to be more sour, but the tomato itself will give a very unique and different taste. Now I'm going to put a lid on and let it cook for 5 to 7 minutes. It's going to cook very quickly. We don't want it to be softened completely. We just want 70% of it to be cooked. And now I'm going to transfer this into a grinding jar and grind it to a smooth paste. So after grinding them, I'm going to add this to a bowl. And after adding it to the bowl, it's very simple. I'm going to do the tadka. Look at the color of the chutney, it is so delicious. So this chutney goes well with both rice and rotis and also any kind of South Indian breakfast. So now in a pan I've added oil, and now I'm adding all the tadka ingredients, that is mustard seeds, cumin seeds, chana dal, urad dal, hing, and I will let them change a little bit of color. So once all the dals have changed color, I'm going to add in curry leaves. So after adding the curry leaves, we'll just let it splutter for a few seconds, and that's it. The tadka is also ready. We're going to add this tadka to the chutney. So after adding the tadka to the chutney, I will put the lid on immediately so that the flavors are infused, and I'll leave it for a few minutes. And after that, I'm going to mix it up. And the chutney and curry both are ready to be served. This goes very well with rice, rotis and dosas or idli. So do try these recipes and tell me how you like it in the comments section, and also post a pic on my Instagram page. Like, share and subscribe to Feel Food Factor.